Hi, this is Pearl and welcome to my channel. Today I have a scrapbooking process video for you today. It's a picture of my daughter on her 6th birthday, and I made this picture black and white because her jammies that she's wearing in this picture is very colorful. You can see that it's made of watermelons, and so I made this black and white because I wanted to use this Felicity Jane Tori kit for her birthday. Now it is apropos because the Felicity Jane Tori kit is a birthday kit and this is her 6th birthday. So I went ahead and backed the photo on the Starburst paper and used that as my foundation. And then I'm using this scallop page and I'm going to put that on the bottom. So I go ahead and fussy cut the bottom of the scallop, and there's a little stitched edge there. That's why you see the white border on the screen there. So I'm going to go ahead and use my ATG gun and adhere that to the bottom of my photo. You'll see that the margin on the right is just a little bit bigger than the one on the left, and that's intentional because I want this mustard and gold color photo, or cardstock I should say, excuse me, to go ahead and layer on the bottom of that, but I'm going to be using some of the scraps that I cut up from the, it's on the paper that shows what comes with the kit, and I cut those, fussy cut all those into 1-inch strips, and I'm going to use those to do a little more layer on the right hand side. Now this is going to be a triangle foundation with embellishments on the top left of the photo, bottom right of the photo, and then bottom left of the cardstock. So that's going to be the foundation. Now the Felicity Jane kit did come with these large alphas. So I went through and looked through all the letters because there's a ton in there and found all the letters for 6, and I got them out because I didn't know quite how I was going to use them, and I want to make sure I left enough room on the top for my title, which is just going to be 6. So after I do that, I'm looking at the stamp set, and the stamp set has a word called celebrate on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat emboss that. So I'm using my Versamagic to, it has that glue adhesive. So I'm going to use the Versamagic to stamp celebrate under where the photo will go. So you'll see that I haven't adhered anything to my basil cardstock yet. So there's my Versamagic, and I'm going to stamp that to the bottom of the photo, or below where the photo should go, excuse me. And I'm using Nuvo embossing powder in black, and I'm just going to go ahead and emboss that. Now one thing I should have done, but I didn't, and I forgot about it until afterwards, was to use my powder tool to go ahead and take the static away so that I didn't get black around the word celebrate, but I forgot to do that in the moment of when I was doing this process video. So I used my heat gun to go ahead and emboss the word celebrate. Now these flowers I fussy cut from one of the cardstocks that came with the kit, and I did that before I even knew how I was going to use the flowers. I just knew I wanted to fussy cut all those out, and they're huge flowers. So I do put one into the bottom left hand corner, and then I'm going to put a large flower to the bottom right hand of my photo and small one on the top left, so it balances out, because the top is also going to have the word 6, so it's going to be top heavy already, so I don't need a big flower there as well. So I'm using my Tombow Mono multi-adhesive to adhere the letters SIX to the top of my layout. And I could have used my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive as well, but the Tombow Mono Multi was right there on my desk, so I went ahead and used that. So you'll see here, I'm going to adhere the large flower again to the bottom right. And since I'm not doing a lot of journaling, I'm okay with having large flowers there. Now the little flower pieces I'm going to adhere to the top left of my photo, and I'm just putting adhesive to the edge that's going to go under my layers, because I'm going to go ahead and put some pop dots or foam adhesive to the flowers, and these little single flowers, I'm going to make a cluster of 3 there. You'll see that here in just a second. And I'm putting them through the different layers of my mat, and right there is where you see me putting some foam adhesive to that flower, but there's going to be a group of 3 there as well. And I got my eye slanted, so it did pull up a little bit of my cardstock, but I'm just going to leave it because I've already done so much of the layout. Now you'll see I'm putting foam adhesive behind some of the layers of my photo there, in the different layers, and also under the layers of the flower, so that it gives extra dimension to the layout. Now, after I do that, I'm going to go through my embellishments and see what else I want to add to this photo, or this layout, I should say. I'm going to add more flowers to the top left of my embellishment cluster. So I'm putting that through the different layers of my foundation. There's my cluster of 3. I like to do everything in odd numbers. So there's the cluster of 3 with the 3 embellishment clusters. Now there's this little banner that says happy, 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 and I'm going to put that on foam adhesive, and I'm going to put that to the top left-hand portion of my photo because we're celebrating her 6th birthday. And I'm going to put that right above the photo, also going into the embellishment cluster. I don't like anything to really line up too much. And then I am using I got some adhesive on my photo, so I'm erasing that off. And then I'm going to put the chipboard that says Celebrate You, and I'm going to put that on the bottom right-hand portion of my photo. And I'm putting that on foam adhesive as well. So after I do that, then I'm going to go through the rest of my embellishments. And what I decide to do is I am going to add some puffy stickers, and I'm going to add a puffy sticker to each of the embellishment clusters, and I'm trying to decide which puffy sticker to put where. I end up putting a bow under the word happy, happy, happy. I decide to put a tag to the left-hand side, bottom left-hand side of my layout, so that every embellishment cluster has a chipboard, flowers, and a puffy sticker. So I'm going to go ahead and put foam adhesive to the back of this tag and put that under the flowers on the left-hand side of my layout. So only a bit of it shows. But I'm going to put the puffy sticker that says special across both the flower and the tag, because I like all of my embellishments to kind of touch. And then I'm putting a puffy sticker with banners to the bottom right hand side of my photo, and then I'm going to put a bow under the happy, happy, happy on the top left hand side of my photo. Now it's not done until I splatter some ink on there, and for this I'm using my Heidi Swapp Black Velvet. You can use any black ink to make some splatters onto your 3 areas of embellishments. After that, I'm going to use the enamel dots that came with this kit, and I'm using the light pink ones, and I'm going to put 3 dots in the 3 areas of embellishment clusters, and then I call my layout done. I will still need to do a layout of the letter I wrote to my daughter from the photo session I do on her birthday, but I just wanted to celebrate her and just do this quick layout without much journaling because she was so happy and wanted to see this picture done on a layout. So thank you so much for joining me with this process video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video, and I'll see you next time.